Everybody, welcome to another edition of A Chapter a Day Keeps the Doctor Away. My name is Alan, otherwise known as Hisui, and I'm from ReverseThings.com as well as the Speakeasy podcast. And this time I'm looking at Hayate the Combat Butler, Chapter 445. We still don't know the name of the flower we ate that day. And there's a lot to give people at the beginning of this chapter. Of course, it starts off with Hina still in the bunny suit, so all the Hina fanboys and fangirls can, drink in some final shots of Hina in a, skimpy bunny outfit, which I'm sure, some editor was like, excellent work, Mr. Hata. I'm sure that sales of this tankobon will be quite good for both of us. And then, the title of the chapter, obviously, a title, reference to Anohana, the story about the ghost girl and her, broken up group of friends trying to, get back together or trying to put her to rest and, get back together because of that. And also a reference to the curry ingredients, some of which are sometimes flowers, used for the roux later on in the chapter. So, a little bit of otaku joke and a little bit of actually what the story is about in a clever manner. And so, Hayate, finally gets his poor, but not that poor, servant to finish up rebuilding up the restaurant free. And it's like, I did not expect you to do so well. Alright, now get the frack out of here. And Maria's like, once again, yeesh, Hayate. I mean, usually you're a pushover. And every once in a while, that killer instinct comes out, but when it does, Hayate's like, I'm gonna get this done, I don't care. And so, obviously, I'd like to say that there's just something really kind of sexy about Maria in general, but her in this bunny outfit, excellent. Quite excellent. It's like, just sexy enough to totally play up her sexy, but not overly. It's just like perfection. Quite good. So, I just had to get that out of the way. That, And still, they make a decent profit, but not enough, to, at going at that rate for them to win. And, everybody's throwing out suggestions of, what they can do. And, obviously they can't sell at night because the only thing at night are the mysterious beasts known as delinquents with fireworks. And I gotta wonder, is that some kind of like reference to a movie or to like a recent Japanese news article, or is it just like a amusing picture of, punks on the beach with fireworks? I'm not sure, but it does play no matter what its origin, whether random or some kind of cultural reference. It is just this weird thing that they keep referring to, like, the inhabitants, the dangerous inhabitants of the beach that come out at night, delinquent kids with fireworks. And so, because they can't sell food to these kids, which I kind of wonder would be like an amusing thing if, basically the way they win the contest is by, cornering the market on delinquent kids with fireworks. That would be quite amusing. But, everyone's throwing out ideas. like apparently Funabashi, who is I didn't know this. I had to look it up once again. Oh, wait, Hayate was teaching me something new. He's this like pear spirit for Funabashi City, and they decided, like so many other things in Japan, to make a cute mascot character, and he's like this pear. He's not like a girl who's a pear. He's like a pear with like eyes and hands, and apparently he became this not near overnight like internet and television sensation, and now like so many other cities are rushing to have their own Funashi style mascot character. So, Nishizawa, being like the most mundane person ever, throws out that idea. And then someone's like, we should make it an Idolmaster Cafe. And they're like, no, 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 we don't want to get sued. And so Athena's like, curry. Curry is what you come to the beach for. And Hayate's like, but there's also ramen. She's like, no, but I like curry, so we're going to do curry. And so, they're like, it's good, but it's not, we need like super curry. And Nagi, of course, being the manga nerd, is like, black curry, which is apparently this thing from Hochin Ajihei, which is this cooking manga, which it was really hard to find stuff about it in like the traditional, like it wasn't in Baka manga, wasn't on AMN. There are references to it. Like if you look up the title, you can find it, but in like the bigger places I normally look, it wasn't there, which I found interesting. I actually didn't try to find it on Japanese Wikipedia. I'm sure it's there, but it seems to be one of those titles where, like, if you throw out the name in Japan, you probably get a lot of, hits and recognition, but over here, it isn't like, Yakatake Japan, or even like something like Cooking Master Boy, which, is not something that, you go to your average Attack on Titan Bleach fan and throw out the name. They'll be like, of course I know that title. But definitely, still pretty darn obscure. Not that, like, I feel like even Yakatache Japan's time's kind of past. But, that's a different thing. But yes, apparently black curry, it's filled with illegal drugs, and that's what makes it so good. And Hayate's like, no! Wisely realizing that drug trafficking would probably almost instantly get him in jail with his luck. So, in fact, in the end, we might actually find out that their whole plan does have them making black curry of a different sort, and thereby getting in trouble. But we'll see how that all turns out. So Athena once again offers up an idea of going to this nearby island where they have super curry spices, and that would make great curry. So they have to basically row over at night because they can't wait till the day because they got to really raise this money quick. So, it's going to have to be a crack small team. And it turns out that it's Hinagiku and Athena. Nishizawa tries to get in on the being on a deserted island with Hayate at night, but their boat is not big enough. And so Hina's like, yeah, I'm finally, Chiharu's like, this is your chance, Hina. And she's like, yeah, he totally did diss my tits yesterday. I am so gonna beat the living out of him for that. And Chiharu was like, man, I really should have backed Nagi on this horse race. Cause you were never gonna get anywhere with him, are you? And Nishizawa was like, she's so lucky. Oh man, I wish it could have been me. And Chiara's pretty much like, yeah, you might have actually been able to do something, but this girl. So they go over there, and of course, they find out that it is a haunted island in which a crazed murderer killed off everybody on the island, and it is now just inhabited by the, sad ghosts trapped after a murder, and the murderous ghost of the killer who committed suicide and now just haunts, looks for new victims. And so Hinagiku, normally being tough, is totally useless against ghosts. And Hayate is like, don't worry, I'll protect. Oh, we're both over a pit trap. And that's pretty much where the chapter ends. And Athena's like, yep. So, obviously some ghostly antics going on. Eventually, I'm sure Athena's gonna, go back to adult form to, save them all and maybe lay down some truth on them. But I am kind of curious how much of a romantic confrontation Athena and or Hinagiku is going to have. I mean, we recently had Ruka throw down and basically concede defeat in the manga recently. I wonder if one of these two is probably not going to have a total defeat, but at least some kind of romantic confrontation. Like, take my love! Ba, 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 ba. Man, that makes it seem much more battle related, but it is Hayate, so. But man, just looking at some of the comments of people reading this chapter, I'm like, you Hina shippers cannot read the writing on the wall. Same thing for you Athena shippers. Oh man, you are not gonna have a good time. I mean, some of you already are kind of bitter, like, man, whatever, this wasn't as good as it was back in chapter 300. But man, some of you are in for a bad time when this manga ends. I mean, oh boy, that's gonna be a fun day. This is gonna be total Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude! Pleasure in other people's pain. But in my defense, the real hardcore Hinagiku and Athena fans are kind of jerkish enough that I'm not gonna really feel that much guilt in just reveling in their sadness. But apparently, I know a week break, so no Hayate next week, which makes me go, But, que sera, sera. This was good enough chapter that, I'm willing to wait a week for, payoff next, in 2 weeks. So, I'll see you guys then.